So for this song, I kind of wanted to go for a cleaner overall sound and feel. So snare drum, I dug this one out, which is the Pearl aluminium 14.6.5 from, I think it's from the 80s, possibly the early 90s, but I find this is an incredibly underrated drum. I think this is a bit of a sleeper myself. I know I've seen two up for sale after I bought this one. One, funnily enough actually, one went for much lower than this and the other one went for much higher. Yeah, I mean, this has got a lovely dry sound, quite bitey. I mean, you'd expect a dry sound from aluminium, but I just love this sound. I don't know if it's much to do with the head. I've got G1 on the top and a snare side 300 on the bottom. But I just love this snare drum, really. So for the cymbals, I've gone for the Paiste 14-inch crystal hats. Quite a nice clean sound. That's kind of the whole thing with that line. Possibly should have used the crashes as well, but there you go. I've got a Zildjian A. It's one of my few A's. I don't really like the A line particularly, but I'm much more of a K or an Avidis line person. But 6-inch A splash. I'm using this. I've got 3 6-inch splashes. I've got a Paiste signature. I've got this one, and I've got a Meinl Byzance. And by far, the Byzance is the better and most splashy of the splashes. Of those 6s, but it's basically it's too much hassle to get out for just the occasional little sort of accent. So this lives in here generally. So this one's getting the call. I wanted just a cleaner crash sound. So 18-inch 2002 crash and something a little different. Who remembers those? I mean, I know they were still in production until at least fairly recently, but I remember these in the 80s. There was Gilmore of Triumph, I think, was the biggest fan of these that I was aware of. He used to use a whole bunch of them. But it's an AA Rocktagon with 8 sides, as you may have guessed by the name. But for those of you that never actually come across the Rocktagon line, it's kind of it's crashy, but it's one of those things. It kind of sounds like a trash crash, but a little bit more controlled. So if you take something with loads of holes in it and tighten the sound, it's that sort of. It's more spread to it. It's kind of like a thin crash, more spread to it. A little bit more brash and trashy, but not as trashy as, obviously, as I mentioned, the sort of trash crashes or ozones or whatever you want to call them. So I suppose you could ride on it as well if you wanted, but you know, for the most part. And I've got that there. Whilst this sort of side is a little bit sort of cleaner, just wanted this really for a couple of you know, a couple of sort of background sort of crashes and things. So yeah, that's that really. The toms were the same, but anyway, this is what it sounds like.